Hi everyone! Today's Form Friday video is going to talk about the seated front leg lift and the standing front leg lift. Those are two of the leg exercises in the strength portion of our sail class. However, I'm going to start with just a quick little reminder. If you have these blue All-Pro ankle weights that we use for sail, just a quick tutorial on putting those on in the correct positioning. Once in a while when I come to classes, I see people wearing them backwards. So take your leg weight, the Velcro strap should be in your right hand and the open end in your left hand. You'll notice there is a little notch right here that goes on the back of your leg. So I'm going to take, holding on with my right hand with the strap, go around my ankle, bring it with my left hand, that open end to the front, and I'm going to pull the Velcro strap across. And you should see, if you're doing this properly, and again, if you have the All-Pro, you're going to see All-Pro on that Velcro strap in the front. Tighten that. And you want to have it nice and snug so it doesn't slide down onto your foot. So just that quick reminder of how to use those ankle weights. So seated front leg lift, sitting up nice and tall in your chair. If you need to, for back support, you can sit back, but really be aware of where your leg is positioned on your chair. So if it's too deep of a chair or even too narrow of a chair, that your knee is in a position where it can swing easily. So seated front leg lift is really for our knee and to strengthen the muscles, tendons and everything in that area. Sitting up tall, and again, if you do sit up nice and tall and if you're able to come away from the back of that chair, the added bonus here is you're also going to be working that core. Make sure that your position is that your feet are in that 90-degree angle out in front of you. Don't tuck those toes underneath. So lifting forward, then up, one, hold, down, one, rest, up, two, hold, down, two, rest, one, two, three, hold, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, hold, 4, 5, 6. So again, you can see the only thing I'm moving here is that hinge of my knee. I'm not moving my upper body at all. And again, if I'm sitting in the nice upright position, I can think of engaging those abdominal muscles as I lift that leg up as well. For some people, if your chairs are real low, and sometimes in situations where our classes are held, they are a little bit low to the ground, and if you're tall and have longer legs, this can be a difficult exercise to do. So my suggestion for you is either you can put both hands underneath to raise that foot up and make it easier for you to do this motion. If that chair is short, you can use a rolled up towel, you can use a piece of pool noodle, those little foam things. There are also yoga foam blocks. So do whatever you need to get your leg in a proper position, because if the chair is really low, you have long legs, it's hard. It can be harder to get that swing action that we need for that seated front leg lift. I'm going to move now to our standing front leg lift. So I'm going to move over to the side of my chair. So this is working more the hip, whereas that seated front leg lift, of course, we were working our knee. You're also going to feel it in your hip, of course, but primarily that's for your knee, whereas this is primarily for that hip. I'm going to stand a little bit sideways to begin. Again, nice and tall, hanging onto that chair, and important that I don't lock my knees, just a soft knee. I don't want them too bent either, but just a soft knee, in other words, not locked. And as I go up, notice I keep my foot in a flexed position, not a pointed position. If you want to feel the difference, do it both ways, and you're going to feel how it uses slightly different muscles and tendons. So if I go up in a pointed position and come back down versus when I go up in a flexed foot. So again, try it both ways so that you can feel the difference. Here you can feel how you're engaging muscles in this hip and upper thigh in the way that it's more beneficial for you. So again, as I'm coming up, 2, 3, hold, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, hold, 4, 5, 6. You can shift in between. Up, 3, hold, down, 3, rest. Up, 4, hold, down, 4, rest. I'm turning so you can see from all angles. Hold, down, 5, rest. Up, 6, hold, down, 6. You can hold that foot up if you want extra work. Here's 7, down, 7, hold, up, 8, hold, and down, 8, shift. After that, you will want, especially if you've got a lot of your participants that are holding that foot up, not coming to rest, which again, that bumps that strength exercise up for people. Make sure at the end that you encourage them to shift their hips back and forth and stretch out after they've done that. Couple of things to watch for improper position. Make sure as that leg comes forward that people's bodies don't lean back. The hinge is only at the hip. A lot of times people come up with a little bit more of a bent knee. Now again, always listening to their own bodies. So if they have some knee issues, it may be more comfortable for them to lift more with a bent knee. But again, in order to engage the proper muscles in the upper thigh and the hip, it's really a straight. Now, straight meaning that I'm not locking my knee real tight, but I am lifting and coming back down with a straight knee. Up. Now, do I have to come very far off the ground? Nope. In order to feel that and get the lift and feel in those proper muscles, you don't have to go far. So again, watch people. It's not a race to see who can get high. And I would bet if it's people that are going way too high with this exercise, they're having to lean back. Modeling, of course, is always very important. So make sure if you are a leader out there watching this, that as a leader, you are modeling correctly and don't make it such a big motion. Again, really just, 6 inches off the ground from a heel is all that's really needed in order to really engage this. You will feel the standing leg is getting work as well, so make sure that you mention that. That's why it's important to shift hips after you're done, because you want to release and stretch out those muscles after each side. Hope you found this helpful, and tune in next time for another episode of our 4 Friday.